by several lengths. A train developing with speed. Final two front. Oh, yeah, what happened there? Jelle is gone. Tries to eye up Momo. Thought about diving to the inside there. Headed as the mid-pack is, as here comes Snowstorm. Look at this. Momo right on the tail of Yellow Line. Good function. Marbula diving into that first turn. Down the front stretch they go, drafting between the three of them. At times this season, a Crazy Cat's Eye championship has seemed like an inevitability, but this weekend, it can become a reality. With two of the top four challenging teams well down the order, the task falls on the Savage Speeders to keep Crazy Cat's Eyes from winning everything. But it's Red Eye, once again on pole position in front of rival Speedy, with Ocean, Prim, Shock, and Snowstorm rounding out the first three rows. Back at the Savage Speedway, where the Savage Speeders would love to see their host team get a win. And we're rolling! Will it happen? It's a bad start for the Savage Speeders. They've fallen all the way to fourth place. Ocean and Shock both get by as they hit the drop for the first time. Speedy trying to make some sort of a comeback after that poor start, while Red Eye dances off into the distance, but not insurmountably so. Minty Drizzle up into fourth place, along with Prim, Shock, Yellup, Starry, Clementon, and Momo rounding up the top 10 as we come through the final turn for the first time. A 15-lap race, and it's fairly close right up at the front. Briefly, Ocean gets hard into the wall, letting Minty Drizzle go to the inside, but that's the slower way around. The Minty Maniacs Marble loses positions. Red Eye still holds at the front of the field, but it's Ocean now in second place, with Red Eye desperate to get by, knowing every point could count. And they would also need some help from Crazy Cat's Eyes falling down the order for this championship to stay alive. Starry notches the fastest lap, 27.74, as Minty Drizzle gets the jump off the conveyor belt into second place. Prim wants to have a go as well, and does! A great entry onto the backstretch out of that drop. Gets Prim in second place, with eyes up ahead on the Cats. One length apart between them. Red Eye goes to the inside, weaves back to the outside. Ooh, they impact as they come up the conveyor belt. That gives some separation and thus breathing room for Red Eye. Perhaps over-enthusiastic was Prim, trying to close in on the championship leaders. Ocean still holds in third place. Then it's a gap back to Minty Drizzle. Speedy's fallen back to fifth and maybe falling into the clutches shortly of Smoggy. Starry, Shock, Yellup, and Billy round out the top 10. Of course, Billy from the Green Ducks, one of those championship contenders, seeing it all slip away. Oh, this is going to be good coming up the conveyor belt between those two. Speedy with a nice jump to start the lap, holding on to third place now. Ocean with the fastest lap of the Grand Prix thus far, but is well behind Red Eye. This has been a fantastic performance, except for that brief duel between Prim. Red Eye has not been challenged at all. Farther back in the order, Shock, Clementon, Snowstorm, Ruzzy, Honey, and Lemon Lime fill out the bottom of the order. As they come around here, Ocean is gapping the rest of the field with Speedy close in third place. But is anybody going to be able to catch up to Red Eye? Is this going to be a championship winning performance? If it is, deservedly so with the way it's gone through the first half of this Grand Prix. Prim getting by Minty Drizzle on the front stretch, closing in so slightly on Speedy, but it's a 2.5 second lead for Red Eye. Ocean and Speedy close together. Several sets of marbles paired off 2 by 2 as they begin the S's in the far corner of the circuit. The Savage Speedway, no stranger to drama and Marbula 1 action. Lemon Lime Honey back there, disappointed with where they are running, but so too are the Raspberry Racers. This lead continuing to build for Ocean, for Red Eye, over Ocean rather. Only 3 seconds now. Is anybody going to be able to make some moves here? Green Ducks have been trying to climb the order. Billy up into 8th place right now. Minty Drizzle's fallen back to 7th. Momo down there in 12th. That's a bit of a surprise. And what is this lead going to be? Goodness, 3.8 for Red Eye. Getting in toward the final third of this race, just running testing laps almost. Red Eye can ease back slightly and still have a huge lead, but this is Marbula 1. That's sometimes easier said than done. Ocean still holds on to the fastest lap, and we haven't seen too many marbles surpass that. You wonder if the track evolution is trending away from speed. Red Eye is certainly the epitome of consistency, so that's not falling away. Still 3.8 seconds is the gap from first to second. Snowstorm, Momo in a bit of a battle. Snowstorm now gets by Clementon into 11th spot. Then it's Jelle up ahead in 10th, Shock in 9th, Billy, Minty Drizzle, Speedy in 6th, and Starry rounding out the top 5 behind Smoggy, then Prim and Ocean, who you see on your screen right now. Comes across the line, and it's a nearly 5-second lead for Red Eye. What a performance. This is going to be one of the larger margins if it stays like this. Red Eye, second place at the O Raceway, winner at the Aquamarine, second place qualifier at the Arctic Circuit, third place qualifier and first place finisher at the Race Forest, an uncharacteristic Grand Prix at Pallet Park. 15th in qualifying, 13th in the race, but now Red Eye is blasting the field, 5 seconds clear of anybody. Who is going to make that move to round out the podium? Thus far, it's just been Ocean and Prim fighting between them, but Starry wants a piece of the action with just 3 laps to go. Doesn't look like Speedy has it in the tank. Hey, there we go. We have a new fastest lap, and who else would it be but our leader, Red Eye. Nearly 7-second lead at this point. If there's any notion of exhaustion in Red Eye's body, the prospect of a championship is pushing it away. Red Eye down the front stretch, the only marble in the third sector at this point. Crosses the line, 2 laps to go. And we just cannot say enough about the Crazy Cat's Eyes domination for this entire season. There's some good movements farther back behind. Snowstorm is up another couple of spots into the top 10. Billy has fallen down. Speedy started on 2nd and is now back to 6th. Nobody is making the moves. Nobody is doing what needs to be done to try to catch the Crazy Cat's Eyes. And even if they were, it wouldn't be enough as, Smoggy gets well out of sorts, coming through the curbs, on the curbs, out of that penultimate turn. Final lap. Red Eye into the distance. Will not lap Lemon Lime, but will have the moment all to Crazy Cat's Eye selves. Down the front stretch Red Eye comes, and around the final turn to win. They weren't even in Marbula 1 a year ago. Curiosity brought them to the sport, and now the Cats are world champions. Starry comes across in 2nd place. That's a good recovery, but 8 seconds down on our championship winners. Ocean in 3rd, then Prim and Smoggy. Speedy couldn't get it done, nearly 10 seconds behind. This is how it all began, and it all started to unravel for the Savage Speeders. But even if they had stayed close, look at that gap. 26 points after capturing fastest lap as well. And you add in the point for pole position, and that becomes the maximum amount of points that a marble can gain in an entire weekend. And, by my unofficial math, Red Eye was leading the individual championship as well coming into this race. So you capture the maximum points with 1 to go, and that guarantees that Red Eye is your individual Marbula 1 champion as well. No matter what Yellow Eye does, well done. Congratulations to the Crazy Cat's Eyes, our champions of the 2nd season of Marbula 1. A special shout out goes to Ethan Anderson. Ethan is a government records archivist and trivia whiz from Topeka, Kansas, a couple states over from mine, and is a huge Yella's Marble Runs fan. Thanks for watching, Ethan. And thank you all for watching. 1 Grand Prix to go. Still up for grabs are the podium spots. Who will get it and in what order? Tune in to find out. Thanks for watching, everyone.